What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Blind Power. So today we're going to talk about iPhone rumors. They're all over the internet saying that, oh, we have so many iPhones this year. We have 3 iPhones, a budget, and all this stuff, right? I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen the videos if you're into tech. You know, I want to talk about how this impacts accessibility and the visual impairments and stuff. So, first off, the event is going to be September. Between the 10th and the 12th is the thing. Some people say September 11th, the 911 thing in 2001. Some people say September 10th or September 12th. I've heard more people say September 12th because, you know, why would Apple do it on the same day as 9/11, blah, blah, blah. So, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Which day? Now, there's 3 iPhones that are going to be announced, from what we understand. People are calling it the iPhone 10 and 10 Plus 2018 and the iPhone 9. I don't know what the names are going to... These names are unofficial. So they could just call it the 2018 iPhones. And I mean, I don't know. So basically, they're going to have 3 versions. The first one is the standard 5.8 iPhone. So this is the size of the iPhone 10. And I like the size. It's okay if you're if you're a voiceover user. The smaller the better, because why would you carry something big if it doesn't really matter? So the 5.8-inch iPhone, it'll have a notch, so it'll have the same little gap on the top of the screen like the iPhone 10. It'll be a 5.8-inch, so you would essentially have no home button. So the home button probably be dead this year, they say that they don't know much about the features, but the bodies are going to be the same as this year's iPhone 10. Now they have another one, the 6.1-inch iPhone, which would be the mid-ranger, the second one in the list. The 6.1-inch iPhone would also carry a notch and would be an OLED. So basically, the black pixels are off, and the only illuminated pictures are pixels with color. Black would basically be the pixels that are turned off, so that's what OLED is, which is what's on the iPhone 10 right now. And that's cool. It's a decent screen size. 6.1 inch is like the size of my Pixel here, so it's bigger, but it's a nice size, right? I like it. And then they're announcing the 6.5 inch, which is a behemoth. It's like the size of the Note 9, which just came out. I don't know. I'll see if I can post schematics on the size of the screen. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so for accessibility, if you use VoiceOver, perhaps you would have to get used to these new gestures with no home button. So if you come from the home button devices from the 8 Plus and 8 and below, you're going to have to get used to new gestures. So if you want to upgrade, forget about home button. You got to start getting used to gestures. So, watch videos. Hadley has some videos down below. I did some videos. I'll try to put all that in the description. Shout out to Hadley. They do pretty good tutorials, by the way, if you didn't know. They did like this whole thing with the iPhone 10, how to use it. I think I did as well. And the gestures are basically by using the sound. If it's one different sound, it's you're going home. If it's the other sound, you're basically going to the app switcher, and it depends on the level that you raise your finger. And it's just more complicated gestures. The notification center and the control center are now different, so to access them, it's not like a swipe from the bottom or swipe from the top like it used to be on the home button devices. It's like swipe from the left and it's a notification, swipe from the right. So it's a lot more different, but you have no choice now because they're getting rid of the home button for good. Face ID is good, very accessible. It knows when you have glasses, so that's not a worries. And now, for VoiceOver and all that, the 5.8 inch. Now, if you use VoiceOver and you care about battery, I would recommend the 6.1 inch because of the OLED. So basically the 5.8 inch would be normal LCD. With LCD, when you have the screen curtain on, it basically just shows the black pixels, right? So you're still using power. If you get the 6.1 inch, even though it's a little bit bigger, when you have screen curtain on, I did a video on that. I guess I'll drop all the cards of the stuff that I'm talking about on the top right. Basically, what is going to happen is if you have the screen curtain with an OLED display phone, you save battery because your screen is all the way off. No power is being pushed to the screen whatsoever, except to the digitizer where you're swiping and stuff. So basically that would double, perhaps even triple your battery life because the screen's not even getting any power to it. And the screen curtain will basically make your phone from a 1-day battery life to a 2-day, because the most power pushed to your phone is by the display. The display takes about 60% of your battery is taken over by the display. And if you use VoiceOver and you use the screen curtain with the 6.1 inch iPhone with OLED, and if you have the iPhone 10 right now, this applies to you as well, you can actually save a lot of battery. So that's a plus. Now, the 6.5 inch, it's a behemoth, it's huge. Those who are visually impaired, I recommend it because, yes, it's bigger. And that's awesome because now Zoom will basically be bigger as well. And the fonts, the natural fonts could be bigger. You can afford to make the system font bigger without it crowding your screen. So essentially, you can make your screen font huge, and it would all still look nice, because on the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8, for example, you start getting text going into 2 lines of text, and it starts looking messy. And then on the iPhone 8 Plus, you can get huge text without it looking bad. So that's the thing, you want your text to look readable, and the bigger the display, the better, because you can have bigger fonts and make your screen look nicer. Now, for OCR, right? We all use OCR occasionally. Everybody who has sight impairment, because of the fact that sometimes you can't read something and you just need something to read it. Like, for example, you have Ira, you have the new Microsoft OCR app, which I forget the name of right now. You have TapTapC, and all these apps need to take a high definition photo in order to see what you want them to read for you. So with the iPhone 6.1 or 6.5, they're both going to have dual cameras, and I recommend that. And Sony just announced a 45 megapixel sensor. So basically, if Apple puts that in their in their phones next year, or this year, I'm sorry, then you could basically have flawless OCR. So whoever's rendering it, whether it's a person or AI, they could read everything with precision because of the high megapixels and the beast autofocus. Because with that kind of megapixels, you need an incredible autofocus. So you could take OCR pictures and they would be rendered like really quick. And with the 5G around the corner, it would be like, click, boom, get your results. So we're going into this more instant world where, in the future, when you barely put your phone up to to whatever you want to read, the OCR will respond to you before you even think about it. That's kind of the future. So with the iPhone 6.1 or 6.5, which will have dual cameras and a high resolution camera, then OCR would be great on that. So it depends. Do you prefer VoiceOver, OCR, Zoom? Whatever you use. So you have to figure out, pick and choose what's your favorite. I'm going for the 6.5 inch. Now the only problem with these is the iPhone 9, the 5.8 inch, will start at your standard, I think it's $799 for the base model, and then the iPhone 6.1 will be at $999, and the iPhone 6.5 will be at $1,200, $1,200. Perhaps they might do 1,100, but most likely it'll be 1,200. Apple, what are you doing? If that's true, that's absurd. Those prices are terrible. And they're considering the iPhone 9 affordable. Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they're going to put it in 700 or maybe 650 so that, you can buy it outright. I don't know what they're going to do, but, the prices are absurd. Now, there's also a rumor that the Apple Pencil will be supported on the iPhones. Now, my experience with VoiceOver and the Apple Pencil is crap, okay? You might think, yeah, but why would you need the Apple Pencil with VoiceOver? You can't write, if you're totally blind or whatever. Or if you're visually impaired and using VoiceOver, you could just turn VoiceOver off. Here's the thing. I like to test every single aspect of technology, which is why I do these videos. And VoiceOver gives the Apple Pencil kind of a delay. And it gives the navigation is okay, but there's a delay with the Apple Pencil and VoiceOver. It would be nice if you could hover over with the pen like you can on the Note to do certain things like a cursor, and then with VoiceOver you can navigate the screen with a little cursor. That would be cool. You can do that. That wouldn't be that hard. The Apple Pencil has some decent technology where you can actually erase it from the screen and it would still draw. So what if you can do that with VoiceOver? Apple needs to innovate Apple Pencil with VoiceOver. With Zoom, it works fine. Just Apple needs to figure out something with VoiceOver and the Apple Pencil. So if they're gonna do this iPhone thing, maybe they'll think twice about accessibility and actually do something with the Apple Pencil and VoiceOver. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens. It's less than a month away. I can't wait. I'm gonna live stream the event as I usually do. I've live streamed all the Apple events that we've done so far. I've live streamed the Google I/O. I've basically live streamed them all, but for some reason it doesn't get that many views. But I still do them because I know the more the channel grows, the more attention these live streams will get. And even then, those who are watching after the fact could watch the video. So I will be live streaming on the day of the Apple event. Keep that in mind. Hopefully if I'm not at school. That's the whole thing. But usually it's on a Monday, so we're good. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I basically just expressed myself as I wanted. I just wanted to tell you guys all the new stuff about the iPhones that are coming up in less than a month. We're already on the 20th, so we have basically 20 to 22 days for this event. So, alright, I'll see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.